Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Pixlr online photo or image editor. I was impressed by everyone's work that you turned in. Most of y'all transitioned into Pixlr from Photoshop very nicely. I'm going to go ahead and continue by creating a multi-layered effect, just using the image that's already in there, or you could recreate it if it's not in there. So again, I always have the instructions posted, usually on Mondays, with the instructional video and the link to Pixlr. You can go ahead and open the instructional video in a separate window so you can pause and play as you're doing the work at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Pixlr. And remember, when you open up Pixlr, don't log in or anything. You should just be able to scroll down and click on the Launch Pixlr E so you can go ahead and use that free online photo editor. So when I click on it, it should remember the last time I was using Pixlr and the image that I downloaded. If not, you can go ahead and just search for that stock image and open it up. I'm not going to make you trim or groom the tiger again, but go ahead and put that text layer up there at the top if you don't have it saved in your browser already. It should save it in history if you're using the same browser. And by the way, try to use Google Chrome if you have it on your computer. You'll find it a lot easier and less glitchy than Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Safari. If you don't have Chrome, then you can go ahead and ask your parents if you can download it or if they can download it for you. Or if they can't for whatever reason, then you can go ahead and use one of the other browsers. So I'm at Pixlr E. I'm going to go ahead and click on my tiger image, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this layer. So you'll notice that you have three little dots. These go into your layer settings. You can also get into them by right clicking, and it opens up some things that you could do with that particular layer. So either click on these little dots next to the layer or right click, either way. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm on my background layer, which is the tiger. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate layer by clicking on this little icon right here. Notice it puts it immediately above the layer that you duplicated, and it's called background copy or whatever the layer name is copy. All right, so I'm going to make sure that I'm working in that layer. So again, just selecting the different layers moves to what you're going to go ahead and work with. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm on background copy, and I'm going to go ahead and resize this image. So I'm going to go ahead and notice I have some options. The options correspond to what tool you're using over here on the left or what layer you're on right now. I'm going to make sure that it's on the fixed so it doesn't distort it, because if you have it on free, it'll kind of distort it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I have it on free and I go to take it from one of these anchor points, notice that it kind of distorts it a little bit by distorting the proportions. I'm going to edit, undo that, or Control Z. And I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, I want those proportions fixed. And now it's kind of like the same thing we did in Photoshop by just holding down our Shift key. So now when I kind of scale it down, it's scaled proportionally. All right, so now I have this image that I'm going to go ahead and align right here to the right and to the bottom a little bit. Now, you could go ahead and use your eraser tool to kind of erase around the tiger head if you want to go ahead and add that effect to it. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. Again, I'm in my background copy, and I'm going to take my eraser tool. And remember, it's going to go ahead and erase what you have selected, what you're selecting, and just kind of show what's underneath, which the only thing that we have underneath is the background or the main tiger image, the one that we groomed with our heal tool last week. So if I take this, notice as I'm erasing, the layer that's underneath shows up. I'm just going to go ahead and put a rounded effect here. And I'm going kind of quick. Your images, I'm sure, are going to be awesome like they were last week. So again, I can take it down just to the tiger if I wanted to. And again, it's just kind of going slowly and making sure. And again, if you mess up, don't worry. You can always Control Z or edit undo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is. I could do a little bit more with it, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it as it is for the sake of time. And I'm going to go ahead and add an effect to it. Kind of looks like a tiger cub there. But I'm going to go ahead and go back into my settings for that background copy layer by right clicking or clicking on those ellipses right there. And notice these blend modes that you have. You can go ahead and apply different blend modes. I'm going to go ahead and show you if I wanted to do a soft light. I can go ahead and do that. I can go ahead and put it back to none. Uh, with the hue, I can go ahead and change my hue setting. A lot of the same things we did with Photoshops, but they're right here in your layer settings. So I'm going to hit none. If you want to use any of these blend modes, you are more than welcome to, but you do not have to. I just wanted you to scale it down and kind of use that eraser tool to kind of blend it in a little bit better with the background. You could also reduce the transparency if you want that effect right here, right about there. You can go ahead and reduce the transparency by 25 or 50% if you want to. Whatever, you're the digital graphic artist, whatever your eye is capable of improving upon this image by duplicating these layers, I'm going to leave it up to your creativity. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that nothing on. I just wanted to show you where those were in those settings. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that layer. So I'm going to go ahead and right click, duplicate that layer, and notice it puts it on top of it. And now it's called background copy copy. You could go ahead and rename it if you want to by just right clicking on here and then put in, I'm going to say background copy background 3 so I can keep track of these. And I'm going to put this one as background 2. All right. I have my original background, background 2, background 3. So on this background 3, it's on top of background 2. So I'm going to go ahead and take my selection tool and move that over to the other side. Now it looks like it's cups. So now you can go ahead and flip it if you wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and flip it horizontally. So it looks a little bit different than this. It's the exact same image. All we're doing is duplicating and scaling them down. So I'm going to move this over, slide this one over a little bit more, and that one right there. You can arrange them in any way you want to. You could arrange them diagonally. You can arrange them on top. Any way that you want that's going to look the best. I'm going to put mine, that looks pretty nice right there. This one back down here, and I probably need to erase this one a little bit more too. But I'm going to leave this little guy right there. All right. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit with my eraser tool again. Oops. Notice that I was working in the wrong layer there, so that's why I did that. No problem. I just edit undo or Control Z. And now I'm going to go to my background 2, which is this guy right here, while I have my eraser tool. And now I can go ahead and erase it. Right? So just make sure that you're working in the right layer when you're kind of working with these images and cleaning them up a little bit. And again, if you chose a light graphic, I had to zoom in a little bit more to kind of get those details, change the brush size a little bit to kind of get the last little details in your graphics. All right, so I'm going to scroll out, and again, I can go to my navigator and move it to get to where I want, or just kind of scroll in to the part that I want to get to. All right. Once you have your image just the way you want it with at least 2 duplicated layers from that background layer that you selected, go ahead and save your work like we did last week. File, save. And remember, it's going to go into your downloads folder. So I'm going to call this one edited. So I'll know that this one's the new one from last week's. I'm going to click on edited Texhale Tiger. Just added Texhale. You can leave it as JPEG. High is fine. It's a small size, 239 kilobytes, so it's not a huge file. So save it as JPEG into my downloads folder. So I'm going to click download. Now it's going. If you're using Chrome, you could just go ahead and click on this little arrow and click Show in Folder. And I should see the one I did last week, Texhale Tiger, and the one I did this one with edited. That's the one you're going to go ahead and drag over to your Google Classroom and upload. Again, have fun with this. Don't stress out. We've done this before in Photoshop. We're just kind of transitioning it into an online free photo editor. So if you wanted to go ahead and use this in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, even after high school and college, you could continue working with Pixlr as your free online photo editor. So again, arrange them in any order that you want. Just try to make something original and visually appealing. I look forward to seeing your work again. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message, and I'll go ahead and respond as soon as I can. All right, have a great day. And again, I look forward to seeing your work.